I'll state outright I prefer Superman Returns to Man of Steel, but I think both of them have good points and both of them have weaknesses. They've both been bashed too much because everyone else compares them to the first two films, and they're not as good as the first two films. But they have lots of good moments and good elements, so it's difficult to be too cruel about them actually, because they're trying. They're genuine attempts at being good Superman films. They're not cynical films. They're not like the way the series went in the late 80s where it was just awful stuff going on. They're genuinely trying to be good films, but they have elements that they kind of drag them down. So I'll start with Superman Returns. Superman Returns has the one big advantage Superman Returns has over Man of Steel is the fact that they're better Superman in Superman Returns. They have a better the actor playing Superman fits the character better, which is Brandon Routh, who's going on to do some good work elsewhere as well. I mean, he was in Scott Pilgrim. He's been the Atom in the new DC TV universe. He's been in Chuck. He's done a lot of nice work since then. He's played villains. He's played good guys. He's actually very good at comedy. So he's a good actor. So he's developed beyond Superman. So he's now an actor who played Superman, but he's not defined as Superman, which is probably a good, healthy thing for a career. Because if you're defined as Superman, it kind of limits you, which happened with Christopher Reeve a little bit as well. But I think some of that was due to his acting was better, really been broad. And so Brandon Routh's a very good Superman, a very good Clark Kent. They have him as a clone almost of Christopher Reeve to start with, in a sense that it's taking a broad thing of Clark Kent and Superman are the same guy, but you can't tell because one's so different from the other. They take that dynamic, but it's different in the way it's played because it's a much darker figure. He doesn't have... He's weighed down more because at the beginning of the film he visits the ruined Krypton. He comes back to a world that's essentially moved on from him, and there's a kind of melancholy to the character in this one. His life, he's basically dealing with life moving on from him, and him trying to fit back into a world that has moved on, and he's trying to find his way again. And there was a nice sort of darkness to the character without being overplaying it. Basically the character has to deal with real life stuff, like an ex-girlfriend who now has a family, so he's no longer in the picture for her. He has to deal with her boyfriend who he works with, who's a nice guy, so he can't really... It's not even he's fighting against someone who's a jerk, he's fighting against a guy who's a good guy for her affections, so he can't really deal with that properly that make him look good. So he's dealing with real life issues, but he's a superhero. So there's a nice element to the whole film where he's unnerved and he's not quite himself, he's trying to find his way again. And I think that went out against the film, because it's something that I thought was great about the film was the fact that it's a guy coming back years later, he's trying to work out where he is. I'm not sure people wanted that. I think they wanted a new iconic Superman when it came out, and I think that went against it. The fact that the film was a slow build to the action scenes, and the action scenes aren't that big. They're really about him saving the city from side effects of Lex Luthor's plan. They're really about sacrificing himself to deal with other people's misdeeds rather than fighting someone like directly, because there's no one on Earth who can face up to him. So that's a problem the film has. So it's all about him fighting against people who are threats in different ways. They're not threats directly, physically to him. So that's the kind of underpin the whole film. He's really dealing with kind of issues that are a bit more, they're harder to define. Again, I think I really did the film in, because I think it was wanted a simple Superman fights someone. They didn't get that. They got him sacrifice himself basically to save the world from this big new continent building up, which is full of kryptonite, which will kill him. So he still does a sacrifice. He eventually survives, but it's a close call. So there's things like that that are really terrific, because it's very much like a sci-fi movie more than a superhero film, because it's built up like a sci-fi movie. It's like, this guy's Superman, he's a guy, he's a stranger on a strange land, he's just not quite connecting. And he's having lots of feelings, but he can't quite place how to deal with them. And that's more of a sci-fi novel idea than it is a superhero idea. I think that's what they're kind of making. Like, not in Bryan Singer directed, it was actually making a full-on Superman film, which was rah rah rah. It was trying to take what was very there and trying to do a new little twist on it. And the twist he put on it didn't resonate for lots of people. I thought it was terrific. There was lots of great stuff in it. I mean, there were flaws in it though. I mean, it is slow paced and it could lose 20 minutes, but there's lots of little details like Lex Luthor's plans were always done in very subtle ways where lights going out, and it's all about atmosphere, and there's lots of placement on human characters in jeopardy, so because they know Superman won't die unless you do something very clever against him, but they can place his loved ones in jeopardy and have him miles away, so they have to survive on their own for a long time, and that kind of makes that thing work. But there's also other things that slow it down because the pace is slower. But even though I said you could lose 20 minutes, I'm glad they didn't, because I really like the pacing of it. It is very kind of deliberate, and it's very, kind of very romantic film about loss and readjustment, really. So I really like the film. I know it's flawed, but I really like it. I think it's got lots of good points. I mean, the worst thing of the film actually is, like, Spacey's Lex Luthor was just okay. He's fine, but there's no unique new look at the character. He's still out for land from the old movies, and that's kind of disappointing. It kind of needed Lex Luthor to be a bit more interesting, and it didn't really work. And the new Lois Lane's okay. She got a bad rap by a lot of critics. I thought she was fine, but it wasn't quite developed. The character wasn't quite developed as well as you'd hoped it would be. But the actress did fine. It was just a case of she wasn't given that much to do, really. She given bits to do, but it needed another draft or two. I think this film could have done another draft or two, really, just to tighten it up and build up certain characters a bit more. But still, it's a very good film, and it's a nice companion piece to the first two. And I think if you go in expecting something, a different take on Superman, a kind of romantic take on it, this will deliver for you. I think it's very underrated. It should be appreciated a bit more than it is, because it's a really good Superman performance, and the world around it is well placed. It's romantic. There's lots of little directorial bits that are really nice, so it's definitely worth seeing. I mean, no, it's going to be a flawed film, but it's a very good one, despite not getting that much love.